The event I'm going to describe here happened in about the middle of March of 2026. I live in the greater Sacramento Valley in Northern California. And it was a beautiful day. It was in the 60s. And I was sitting in the backyard working on a motorcycle, and I saw these two very large red-tailed hawks come and land on the top of a cropped-off tree. And I watched them. I stopped doing what I was doing and started watching them. And before I could start videoing them, one of them flew off, but the other one stayed. And then I kept videoing and trying to figure out what he or she was doing up there. And it didn't take long to find out. It appears that one of those red-tailed hawks had captured a dove, and as the following video will show, the one red-tailed hawk that was still up there is ripping it apart. Because if you look in the video, you can see feathers flying all over the place, white feathers. Um, but to add to this, what happened next kind of threw me. Um, there were a group of doves that came up and flew on an adjacent tree, but distant, far enough distant away from this red-tailed hawk. And they were sitting there watching. And that made me recollect an experience I had with doves. I had one time get trapped in a camper. I opened it up. I had it in my backyard. I was cleaning it out, and one of the doves flew in there, and he was real panicked and couldn't get out. Couldn't find the door. You know how that is. It keeps flying around. So I got a towel to get him out. But what was really interesting was that there was a whole group of other doves that were sitting, and they congregated on a 6-foot fence that was right adjacent to the camper. And soon as I started making moves to go into the camper, they started jumping up and down and squawking, like they were trying to distract me or, sidetrack me. But I thought that was really interesting that the doves stay together as a group, because I only thought like crows did that. But anyway, the real sad part of this, which isn't sad enough that this dove got captured and eaten, was as the group sat there, and it went on for a good 10, 15 minutes, gradually they flew away except for one, and one just stayed there the whole time until the hawk left. And I think that was the mate of the one that got captured and eaten. But it was pretty gruesome when you think about it. The dove can't do anything to recover its mate, and it watches helplessly as the red-tailed hawk devours its mate. And I guess that's part of the brutality of nature. And if you look closely in this picture now, here is the one dove, its obvious mate, sitting there while it's helpless to observe its mate getting eaten. And it's in a tree limb that's very close in proximity, but not too close to that red-tailed hawk. Finally done. And the other doves that were in that tree have flown away, and only that one remains.